Imagine yourself walking down a bustling street with towering skyscrapers and the constant hum of activity. As you enter the street, you are greeted with a tantalizing scent of baked goods. Donuts, everyone's favorite baked good. But as you enter the bakery, you are greeted with a interesting set of flavors, to say the least. Honey corn bacon donuts, beets and goat cheese donuts, lavender with flour donuts. Now, one would question, who was the culinary genius who came up with these flavors? Are they trying to harm us? Well, no. I'd like to tell you that the genius behind this was AI. When I told AI to create an interesting new set of delicious donut flavors, it gave me these prompts. One would question, is there a malfunction in AI? Is it trying to harm us? Or does it simply lack human understanding? I'd like to tell you, it is trying to push our culinary genius. Most people misunderstand AI. They treat it as a villain. In sci-fi movies, AI is portrayed like an all-knowing, malevolent, omnipotent force that could harm us and take over our lives and jobs. But it is not. We misunderstand the nature of AI. We treat it like it could make our jobs obsolete. Artists fear that the efficiency they work at will be beat by AI. Scientists fear that the theories they create will never match up to the accuracy of AI. Chefs fear that the effort they put in, the recipes they make, the hours they put in will never match AI. Its accuracy, its ability to teach a layman how to become a novice. And computer science majors fear that their field is being taken over by the very thing they created. I'd like to tell you, you're misunderstanding it. AI is like a bee. You give it a prompt, like you're its queen bee, and then it goes and collects that data and gives you the most appropriate response. When you treat it like it has control over you, then you're losing the understanding of its true nature. You're losing control over it. And I'd like to tell you that when you treat it in that way, then you're taking us back to the Victorian era, an era we all mock. Why? Because back then, women weren't allowed to speak. People of color were oppressed. Your barber was also your surgeon, and surgeries were a test of speed. We look back with a sense of pride. We treat those people like they're foolish. But how are we not the same? Think about the Flynn theory. The Flynn theory is a theory that states that each generation continues to improve. The base IQ continues to improve every generation. Why? Because technological advancements and other factors make it so the standard of education improves. When you look back to AP courses a few years ago, you can notice that the level of difficulty was much easier, honestly. Why? Because technology improved and our understanding of it improved as well. And if we stop integrating AI into our learning, our careers, our jobs, then we'll stop improving ourselves. We'll stop our next generation, our kids, the generation that will build our future from improving. We'll get stuck in the same era we treat as fools. I would like to tell you, AI is empowered by you. Artists should never fear AI taking over their jobs because art is so loved by people because of the texture, the efforts, the imperfections that hit home, the love that you can sense and draws you to the painting. Chefs, the food people make for you, the food your parents make for you is so good because it has that love in it. And scientists, the reason their work is so great because they're integrating their own personal culture, their own understanding of their culture into it. When we stop releasing these data and integrating our culture into it, and we let AI take over, it's going to be simplistic. We will not be working as a united nation. When we integrate every country's understanding of science into one web and allow AI to compile it, then we are truly getting closer to the goal of working as a whole world. And computer science majors, they should not fear AI taking over their jobs. They should be proud. They've created something that can improve our world. That is the very reason we can communicate and ease lives for our kids. Because do we not work, do we not struggle, do we not put in these hours so the next generation can live in ease, can live happy? I want to tell you that when we turn a blind eye to AI, we forget its potential. Its potential is akin to harnessing a fire. When we leave AI alone, we let a whole fire burn and tear us down. But when we harness that power, we could power a rocket that could take us to new destinations. Please do not fear AI. Every communication, every interaction, everything you learn, all your questions mold and shape AI. Thank you. This is Elmorsy signing off, and I leave you with the hope for a better future.